It's Wednesday, June 26th. The month is almost over. Yeah, I don't think I like that. I want it to go a little bit slower. Um, I am a big hot mess today, but what else is new, right? Uh, I'm just getting settled here. Finished work a short while ago, ate some dinner real quick, and here I am. So let me check my um, page here so I can get the link for this here. Not seeing it yet. Oh, now it's there, so I can go and grab the link. Copy. All right, I just posted in my Facebook group. Well, it's still posting. All right, now it's done. And I'm gonna open this up. And I can see comments, and I'm back. All that just so I could post. So how's everybody doing? Things are good here. Busy at work, but what else is new? Last weekend we had a no frills virtual crop. It was supposed to be a regular virtual crop, but it turned out that a lot of people were already booked for good portions of it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to be at my craft desk, and people that want to come and join me, just come and join me. So we did that. It was no frills. There was 6 or 7 people that came in throughout the weekend and crafted together and just hung out, which was really nice because I miss my people when I don't see them. So there was that. We didn't do, hey, Miss Carla, we didn't do the typical things that we would do on a virtual. It was literally, here's a Zoom, come in and join us. And I think I put 4 challenges in my regular group. I did 2 color challenges and 2 sketch challenges. I'm actually going to show you what we made, or what I made with those. And then I have 2 paper packs, 2 stamp sets, and 2 die sets, because I bought 2 of the bundles when they were having the special. And then we're going to have a play with one of them. So let me put the camera down. And it says I have 2 people here. I saw Carla. If whoever else is here, say hello so I can say hello back. All right, let me fix the camera and put it down. We'll see where that shows up here. Okay, so we did a color challenge last weekend, 2 of them, and one of them was a picture of the dress I was wearing, and the other was a picture of the dress my daughter was wearing. It was actually just a small piece of the dress. Some people were like, hey, you took pictures of your couch? I'm like, no, I took pictures of dresses. So the dress that I had on was a navy background, and then it had these beautiful roses in it. And I made a one-sheet wonder. Here's what I have left of that. And I actually had forgotten to do the navy, so it was an afterthought, and I just added some navy sprigs. So there's my pieces that are left. And my card that I did was based upon one of the sketches. And so I brought in the navy as the background, so that's Night of Navy background, and in the sentiment, and a couple of little gems. I don't even know if they're current, I don't think so, but whatever, they're gems. I'm gonna put it up so that hopefully you can get a better look at it. See if we can make that sparkle show. Oh yeah, now I can see them. Thank you, Miss Carla. So that was my dress. And then my daughter's dress was a little bit more challenging. So here we've got the one-sheet wonder, what's left of that. So I only used a little piece of it. bet you this one goes like so. Yeah. So she was wearing this one that had all these pinky oranges, and it also had this mauve color. And I kind of picked up the mauve with the Moody Mauve, Calypso Coral, Cajun Craze. I think this is stamped off Calypso Coral, but I'm not sure. And then, what is this? Crushed Curry. I can't remember the name of it, but I knew exactly which stamp pad it was. So this is the one sheet wonder that I made. I don't think that's set up right. I'm getting a little bit weird here, trying to get everything. Well, I'm not sure how that went together. Whatever. So that's the one sheet wonder. And then this was the second sketch that we used. And so I just used one sentiment and did it several times across the sentiment strip. And I did a little tone on tone here. And then I think I used the same one and stamped off onto the real red. And we've got some of the shimmer pieces from the In Color. What's it called? 2024 In Color Shimmer Gems. So I used some of the peach pie. So those were the challenges, all wrapped up into 2 cards and 2 one-sheet wonders. Let me put these off to the side. Next up, I'm going to share some papers that came in. I had this before. I may have shared it. I don't remember. But I think most of it went out as part of a paper share. And I thought that these would be really good for scrapbooking. So I wanted to have some 12 by 12 for me. So it is called Country Woods. The colors are basic beige, basic gray, crumb cake, early espresso, gray granite, misty moonlight, pecan pie, pink petal, pool party, smoky slate, and wild wheat. It's a great color combination. And one side, it tends to be like a wood grain. I guess they both do. But I thought these would make really nice papers to use on a scrapbook layout. So I just love all the wood grains, and they can be neutral and put flowers on it. You can do masculine pages with this. This one's got, it looks so real. Like I look at it and feel like I'm gonna put my hands on it and be peeling the paint off. It's pretty cool. I really like this one because I love this color. Hello, Miss Deb. How are you? And then we've got this one here, which looks like somebody's dock. And then we've got a dark one. And this might be one of my favorites right here with all the color. And, what do you call it? Whitewashed, but with color? That's what it reminds me of. So that is the Country Woods collection, or CSP. And the second one that I have tonight, I actually earned for free. We had a thing that was going on, I think it was in April, where you could earn a paper pack that the only way you could get it is if you earned it. And the way that you earned it was to either best your sales from last April, or if you weren't a consultant in April, then you had to have at least $300 in sales in April. And if you did, you got this beautiful paper pack. And you might recognize it because it is the same. We have it in blue. So this is called Countryside Rose. And let me see if I can show you in the catalog what the blue one looks like. So I'm going to my index, Countryside Inn, I think it was called. Yeah, so it was in blue. All the different blues, right? Well, they made one in the pinks. And the colors in here, before I start flipping through the paper, because I haven't even looked at it, Pretty Pink, Petal Pink, and Melon Mambo. So I like this stripe, where every, one, two, three, every third one is darker with the dots. That's kind of cute. And then we have this on the flip side. Thank you, Miss Deb. Check this one out. It's got these cute little flowers in it. And then, wow, look how bold and bright that one is. I love it. I was thinking, and I'm going to have to pull my stuff back afterwards, but I think one of my One Sheet Wonders would go really well with some of these papers. And this one's got the little itty bitty flowers and then dots in it, like a crosshatch, but dotted, which is kind of cool. I love how there's a kind of tone-on-tone mellow side, and then there's a tone-on-tone, hello, look at me side. That's how I look at them. And this would be beautiful in a baby scrapbook. Oh, look at the bunnies. Look at those bunnies. That is so whimsical and cute. And then, of course, you have to have some tone-on-tone stripes. Oh, and this one has doves in it, and flowers, and some leafage. I would call it greenery, but it's not green. And then, I don't know what this pattern is called. I feel like it has a name. I'm hoping that you can see it. But it's got 3 little leaves and then dots and then leaves again. And then the other side. But let me pull out my stamped One Sheet Wonder. And I can imagine using these together. Like that would work. Ooh, that would work really well. I love when things just kind of line up by accident, because I didn't have this paper when I was designing this One Sheet Wonder. But I love how it looks on some of these softer ones. And even that one, it looks really good because the print here is so small, while the print here is much bigger and bolder. But like, I probably wouldn't put it on something like that because this is so busy, and this is so busy it doesn't work. But if I flip it over, there you go. So there's definitely some possibilities. Even this one, if I had a nice mat in between, could work, even though this is large. But because it's more subtle, I think it would be just fine. Yes, happy little accident is right, Miss Carla. And then we have the stripes. So I will be playing with that. I have a class coming up that I betcha this would look really good with. I'm going to have to pull those cards out. See if I can put my hands on them real quick. So I have this class that I designed using Abundant Beauty, but I can totally see where this would work with this paper set here. So I might have to give people an option if they want to use papers from the other one. You don't have as much variety. I mean, it is all pink, but I can see where this would work with that. What do you guys think? Would these cards work with those papers? Let me know your thoughts. And if you say yes, tell me which ones you like better. Do you think you would enjoy better with the Abundant Beauty or the brand new Countryside Rose? Let me know your thoughts. I might have to make some up and see. All right, so what did I get for stamps? I got Round We Go. There's some really fun samples of this in the catalog. I think I even have them. Let me see. So this is the page that it's on in the catalog. And the die set has a thing for making rosettes. I haven't tried it yet, obviously, because I just got it. But look at these lovely little rosettes that they made. So lots of fun there. And this is a combination of, this one here is stamping. So they stamped on the paper and then they did some separate and die cut them. And then this one has the rosettes on them. So there's that one. And then I thought this one was a lot of fun. How they did that with the coloring on textured background. And so they used a blending brush and did it kind of a monochromatic with a pop of silver, it looks like. So I thought those were fun. So I got that, and it has some great sentiments, because you know everybody needs happy birthday, happiest birthday. I like how they've mixed up the different fonts. We've got a 2 and a front, which is great for a gift tag. This is your day, year, month. Time to celebrate. Hip, hip, hooray. I just realized how many times I kept going like this with my hands. Hopefully it wasn't too distracting. And then let's open up the dies that come with it. These came in yesterday and they sat in my hallway all day long. And literally all I did was take them out of the box last night. At like 8 o'clock. Alright, so I got it out of the plastic. Now let's get it out of here. So round we go, dies. And like I said, we have this here to make the rosette. And then we have different size, I don't want to say borders, because outlines for these two things. And then we have something that would be a little bit more detailed. So lots of fun stuff. And I like these. Oh, this is really cute. I'll have to pull this out. I really like that. So we're going to have some fun with some of this. That was the first set or bundle. And then the other one, because I love the butterflies, I got Sketch Butterflies. It says, you brighten up so many of my days, thinking of you. Hope is a beautiful thing that flutters in the soul. How sweet is that? I really like that saying. And wishing you a beautiful birthday. I think it should have said something like wishing you a butterful birthday. I think that they missed an opportunity there. Deb likes the Abundant Beauty cards. Thank you, Deb. And then we've got thank you, and we've got a couple of different butterflies in various sizes. Ooh, is this one stamp? Let's take a look-see. Is it one stamp or is it a whole bunch of little ones? Oh, that is one stamp, so you can add in some butterflies in mass. Oh, I think we got a little string or something left over from manufacturing. All right, so that's the butterfly stamps. And then so have you guys gotten into summer mode yet? The weather here has finally turned to summer. Though we've had quite a bit of rain, it has been warm. And I like warm. So I'm very happy with it. And it's a perfect time to get yourself a puppy and have to spend time outside. Because who wants to spend all that time outside in the cold? At least this will get me used to it when the weather's good. Alright, so we have some outline stamps to go with. Looks like we've got this and this. So 1 and 2. And then this one looks like it goes here. Huh. I wonder who. So this doesn't look like it goes with any particular stamp, but you can cut them out and add some dimension to your item. And look at all the detail. I hope it cuts well, because I don't want to poke them all out. Alright, so that's what I got in my latest order. Along with, I had to get some some cardstock, which is what actually started the whole thing. I needed to get some cardstock to do the classes because I only had one assorted pack of the new 2024-2026 cardstock. I'm like, well, if I'm gonna offer a class, I better get me some cardstock to go with that class. I have 6 people signed up for August virtual, and 5 of them have signed up for that class as part of the virtual. So we have a good crew coming. We've got a couple of new people. Deb, I know you attended my virtual back in May, and that was your first one. I would love it if you could share a little bit about your experience if you feel up to it, because people like to hear from somebody other than me sometimes. All right, so I thought tonight I would play with this. I have no idea what we're going to do. So let me first start by grabbing some paper. That's always a good thing to start with, right? So we've got that. And this is a clear set, so I'm going to need my stamp pad. Let me get some of this stuff off my desk. It's amazing. You start with a nice clean desk, and I've been live for about 15-20 minutes, and it's already a big old mess. But all right, give myself some room. The first thing I'm going to do is to just play with my stamps and make sure that they're all in good seasoning, by which I mean to say that they're all ready to stamp, because we all know that sometimes when you get new stamps, there's a little film on them that sticks to them and makes them not the best stamped image right out of the bat. So I'm opening up my whatever this thing's called, and I have a tip for you. There's a little thing in here that shows water, and then this one shows sun. So this is supposed to be your wet side and this is supposed to be your dry side, but I didn't want to have to look at them all, so I just put some blue washi tape on the end that's supposed to be wet, so then I don't have to look at it, I don't have to think about it, and it is ready to go. So I have now put some water on there so that I can clean my stamps as I go. And I think we'll play with them as your afternoon. Why not? No particular reason. It just kind of stuck out for me. So let's see what happens with my first stamp. Give it a little smushy smush. Hello, Miss Ruth. How are you? All right, so that stamp looks like it's doing all right. If only I could see what I just did with a whole stamp. All right, people, where did I put it? You would not think that it would be that easy to lose a whole sheet of stamps. I didn't put them back in here. They're not underneath there. Found them. I'm like, all right, they stuck to something. So we're just going to have a quick little play with some of these stamps and get them all ready to be used. Ooh, sorry about that. That was a little loud, I bet. All right. Have you all heard about the, I think they call it Summer Days promotion that's going to be starting next week? I think that's what it's called. For every $50 that you spend in an order in the month of July, starting July 3rd, you will get a $5 coupon, which you can then use in August. So I'm just giving this little smushy smush, and I'll do a smushy smush here because I wasn't quite getting a full image. So that's exciting. I like those days because then you get, it's like you just starting a savings account for yourself for the next month. If you're gonna spend money anyways, you might as well get something for it, right? All right, so I think those are good. And then we'll play with these little guys and this little guy. I think let's just do those real quick. So do you guys like the Summer Days event? I think it's a fun event. I can't believe it's almost July. Like, we're going to be talking about Christmas in July in a week. That's just crazy. And I've heard that some people, some stores already have Christmas stuff out. And I get it. As crafters, we need time to do stuff, right? So I get it. But I don't get having a gazillion decorations out. Feels a little early to me. What do you guys think? Get another little swishy swish. Hey Judy, how's it going? I was just asking everybody if they are in summer mood, doing your summer fun stuff. Me, summer mood means yay, it's nice out. I don't go a lot of places, but I like to be able to just go outside and enjoy the sun. Alright, needs a little smushy smush. And spending a lot of time outside with the pup. He's 13 weeks now, 14 weeks, almost 14 weeks I think. And he is he has a lot of energy, I will tell you that. He is a mix with a Parson Russell Terrier and Australian Shepherd. And the Australian Shepherd is a herder. And one of the things that I like to do with him is I go running and I'm kicking the ball and trying to keep the ball away from him. And that boy is trying to herd me. It's hilarious. So I'm trying to teach him to go after the ball instead of mom. All right, any color combination? What shall I do? I think we'll start the biggest one with the Azure Afternoon since I already have it out. Why not, right? So I have not thought about this. We're gonna wing it. Then again, don't we wing them all? Don't I wing them all? Oh, well, that's not the design I was looking for. I mean, the what do you call it? The image that I was looking for. It's okay. It's just the first play. That's a better image. Who has played with this set? Yeah, those images got better as I went along. All right, so I've just got one in each quadrant and one in the middle. And we're gonna put that away. And then I think I'm gonna take out some Melon Mambo because I haven't used it in forever. And I think I want to go with bright and bold on this. So this guy, I'm using the next size down on the the spirals, for lack of a better word. I don't know what you call this. And I wonder what happens if you try to line this up in such a way. Will it go in between? Ooh, it does. Ooh, that could be fun. Well, let's see what that looks like. All right, hopefully my head is not going to get in the way as I try to line this up. So tell me what y'all like to do for the summer. While I sit here and try. Ooh, that one lined up pretty well. Do we have any people that are into camping? Or are you more like the beach people? If you could go anywhere for a week in the summer, what would you do? For me, not so much camping, but I wouldn't mind a cabin in the woods. That had a lake. You live in the woods, so it's like camping. And is that a good thing? I know my mom, so funny story. My dad, when I was little, like about 3 years old, we lived in the northern part of Massachusetts, close to New Hampshire. And he got a job in Seattle. And so they sold the house and we're getting ready to move to Seattle, and the job fell through. I don't really know the story behind it, but that's what I heard. So we spent a summer living on a campground. Now, mind you, I was 3 and I'm the youngest of 5. So my mom lived on a campground with kids ranging from 3 to 15, 5 of us. And my dad went to work every day because he got a job, but they hadn't found a house yet. So I don't believe that my family went camping ever again. And so as an adult, my husband and I took my son camping many times. But then my daughter, we didn't camp as much. She's been a few times, but not too many. Not really sure why that happened, but it did. But can you imagine living on the campground with 5 children, one of them still in diapers, I guess. And I know that my mom used cloth diapers, so that must have been loads of fun on the campground. But I understand why we never went camping again. My older brother, he's the middle child, middle boy, because it was my sister, and then 3 boys, and then me. And so he is both the middle boy and the middle child. He and his adult kids and grandchildren go camping every year the first week in July. So I guess they're probably getting everything all situated for that. All right, so we've got that going on. That's a lot in there, but I really like those. So let's see. We have some of that. I think I might want to do some more, but maybe go a little bit lighter. We'll pull some balmy blue. Carnival colors, yes. It is quite bright. But I guess I'm in a bright and cheerful mood. Or maybe I'm trying to be in a bright and cheerful mood because it's been a crazy week. And maybe this is my way of helping myself out of the work crazy. My dog is going crazy with the squeaky toy upstairs. But better upstairs than right next to me while I'm doing a live. Gotta stop pulling it out to the edges here. Oops, that was not a good image. Let's see if I can save that one. Not too shabby of a lineup. All right, so we've got some lighter blues. So maybe we'll go for some, excuse me, some, do I want to go with Fresh Freesia? I'll try Fresh Freesia. We're totally just playing with colors and designs here tonight. So much for the carnival colors. I'm not sure I like that color combination, so we might have to do a couple different ones. Or at least not with the other ones. Oh, I just stuck my finger in the ink. Thanks, Miss Judy. All right. We shall look for maybe the Lemon Lolly for the center of those. And then maybe we'll do something totally different with the ones that are left. Did that just make you all dizzy? Sorry about that. I like the Lemon Lolly. All right, that's working. Maybe some green for the other one. I might leave this out because I think I'm going to use it again. We've got some Granny Apple. No idea, we're just going to see what it looks like. Here we go. Well, that's a different look. So I don't know if I told you all this. At work, I have been working very diligently to get my team to grow. And I put together a 6-page proposal for why we needed more help and what these people would do. And a couple weeks ago, it got approved. And I even gave them candidates because I have 2 people that either worked for me or worked for one of my customers that would be a perfect fit. Well, they didn't work, the first one didn't work for me. She worked at my company and left when her husband got a job in Singapore. And so I like the green and the blue. What do you guys think of the green and the blue? I really like that. Anyways, I got it all approved and offer letters went out today, and I'm so excited. They're going to be great additions to the team, and it was a long time coming, I'll just say that. All right, going to add some centers here, and I stuck with the Lemon Lolly to have a little bit of consistency and because I like the Lemon Lolly. Is that right? Now, we have some itty bitties. that we can use. Just deciding on a color as I look at my plethora of inks over here. And I'm kind of feeling like maybe, oh, one of these two. I need you guys to tell me, do I go with Poppy Parade or Pumpkin Pie? What do you think? Needed to take a little sip there. It's gotten quite warm downstairs. I was chilly earlier and had to go find a sweatshirt, and now it's hot. Pumpkin pie, says Carla. Anybody else want to weigh in? Well, we're gonna go with some pumpkin pie. Do a little change up of my direction on my stamps. I'm feeling like I might have to pull out a different stamp set, but I'm not sure yet. Or maybe because this stuff is so bold, I will do something which I don't normally do, which is go with less is more. I usually like to fill out my paper pretty well and not have an awful lot of white space. But we're gonna see. I do not have any bees, but I do have butterflies. I have those little butterflies I was just thinking about. What do you think? Should I add these little butterflies in there, do you think? Not really the same style, but we could take a look. And I think I have other butterflies. I'm not sure how big they are, though. Okay. Deb said Poppy Parade, but it was too late. It was too late for Poppy Parade's starlet things, and it wasn't too late to use Poppy Parade with these things. So did anybody have any plans for the coming weekend? Some people here in the US will use the weekend to start their 4th of July vacation, which is always a lovely thing to do. My daughter is going to her friend's parents' beach house, I think. But it will just be her and her friend, no parents. It's weird to think of your kids being old enough for that. All right. I think I'm gonna use Blackberry Bliss on. It would make a good 4th of July, wouldn't it? I don't know what butterflies have to do with 4th of July, but I'm gonna add some, I think. At least to half of it. All right. So before I do this, I have to put my stamps on. Well, I don't have to, but I'm going to. Yeah. So I haven't done it this way. I usually split it here and then I stamp my stamp on top of it like this. But I have been reading about this other way of doing it, so we're going to try it and see if Claudine can make it work. And in this case, you pick up the whole stamp with the backing on it. And put it here. And I guess I still gotta take this off. Boy, I hope I do this right. So I took my backing off, got my fingerprint on it, okay. And then I will take this, and then I guess I'm going to stamp that right down on here. And now it's ready to use. How cool is that? Is that how you guys do yours? Or are you more like what I used to do, which is peel these things off and then try and stamp onto it? Let me know how you do your stickers. Judy is going to her sister's trailer to see the fireworks. It's our Canada Day weekend. That's fun. I haven't been to the fireworks in years. Oh, let me try this out because it is new. I like how the Blackberry Bliss gives you the impression of black, but it's not quite black. Especially in this small outline. Boy, I have to say that having the 4 stamps sure makes filling it out a lot easier than if I had to do each one of them. Must have butterflies. Hopefully I am still under the camera. Looks like it. For some reason I just felt the urge to pull everything closer. And one more over here. Did we like it before or after the butterflies? Just curious what people are thinking. I think I want to do one more thing. We're gonna, as Miss Ruth says, just keep going. Just keep going. I was telling somebody that this weekend, just keep going. And she's like, I already ruined it. I'm like, so then what does it hurt to keep going? You might find out you did something you really like. I'm going to use my blending brush and see about getting rid of some of the starkness of the white. Around the pumpkin. Like, if you already don't like it, then just keep going. See if you can make it better. Because oftentimes you can. I very rarely throw one out anymore. Hey Ruth, were you here when I was showing the cards in the One Sheet Wonders that I did over the weekend? I think you would like that story if you were not here. Is it my imagination, or is the yellow making the pumpkin somehow pop more? Are you guys feeling that too? All right. So we've got some yellows. And I think, whoa, just almost had an avalanche. I think we want to just do a little cutting today. And I think this is one of those ones that might be better in small doses. And that is A-okay. So I'm gonna do 4 1/4. And 4 1/4, no, 5 1/2. So we have some small pieces, I mean card front size. And then I'm also gonna go with 2 3/4. You know, last week was so fun because I was off on Wednesday and I got to plan my whole live. I wasn't winging it the whole time. Today I didn't even know if I was going live. So I was like, we shall see. All right. So let's see what they look like in small bits. Do we like them? I like that one. It's just a pop of color everywhere. A little bit of the yellow sponging. I could see where I might add some additional. And then we've got the 2 panels. It would be card front size. What do you think? Do you like? Shall I make a card from some of this? Melon Mambo. Let's see what I've got. Do I have some Melon Mambo? I do have Melon Mambo. I think I'm gonna try some Granny Apple Green. Help if I look in the right drawer. Almost to the bottom of my drawer. Thank you, ladies. All right, let's see. So I don't know if you noticed it, but I have envelopes for each of my cards, cardstock colors, and then the scraps. I try to put them inside one of these. Not all of them did I do that, but many of them. So I'm first going to go with, this is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So we'll go with 3 by 4 1/2. I'll do another one the same size because I have 4 of these things, so I might as well make my life easy, right? 4.5 by 3. And then we'll do the same thing with the Melon Mambo. By 3. One more time. Oh, look. I had that in with my scraps, so we might use that. It's already cut out and ready to go. Love it when that happens. So, we have 4 of these. Let me get rid of this and this. Get rid of the visual clutter. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Huh. Well, this one at least has a little bit of green on it, so we'll swap those 2 out. It felt a little odd to put it on a green background when there was no green whatsoever. All right, so let's find my glue. We were having a debate over different glues over the weekend. What are your favorite liquid glues to use? I use art glitter glue, but there were a lot of people in the conversation the other day that were big believers in Bearly Art Glue, which I've not tried yet. Interestingly, none of them used the Tombow glue. One person used to, but they stopped. I don't remember why. I stopped using it because I just found it was really thick and I felt like you wasted a lot that you couldn't get out of the bottle. Oh. I don't have but 1 card front cut. That's not like me. We could do something like that. Don't love it. I don't know. I'm kind of a little stumped at the moment. I don't know what you're saying yes to, Miss Carla. Maybe I want to get the Azure Afternoon and do another matte. I have this piece that's folded. I must have been trying to do something and said, nope, that's not working. So off it went. So let me see here. We want to go with 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. That's better. It's amazing what can happen when you just add one more layer. So look at that. I am looking in my bin to see what color I might have here. Kind of wish I had the pink. I don't even know if we make a pink. Let me see what else I have. I don't know what color this is. I know it's retired. You use tacky glue. Carla uses Tombow, but has used the art glitter. I feel like this might be polished pink, but that is close enough to Melon Mambo for me. And it's just been sitting there waiting for me to use up this last little piece, so here we go. Give it a little snip of the ribbon. Pull that more towards the center. There we go. Ah, hate it when that happens, but I'm not redoing it. I should, but I'm not going to. Alright, I am going to put these aside and probably work with those later, because an hour is about as long as I like to be on a live. But I have one more thing I want to try. I'm looking at my markers for some Melon Mambo. And we're going to use the nice fat side, the brush strut side, and see about adding some ink splatters. All right, there you have it. We have a card. Woohoo, we have a card. I'm going to flip the camera and do this. Hi. So I hope you had fun with me as I played with my new stamps for the first time and kind of figured things out on the go. I'm glad I decided to add the splatter at the end. I like that. It was just a little bit stark for me, so I wanted something to tone it down just a bit, even though I had all those bright colors. So thank you for spending an hour or so with me, and I appreciate having you here. If you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do that if you like it, and feel free to share with your friends. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.